Welcome everybody to Discovery School's 2017 DARE graduation ceremonies. I'd like to welcome the students, of course. Welcome parents. Thank you all for joining us today. And I'd like to say a welcome to some of my co-workers. If I could introduce them today. On the back row we have Officer Chris Williams. Let's give him a hand. Officer Ava Radley. Officer Stan Meeks. And Officer Jay Radzinski. On a side note, yesterday was Officer Meeks' birthday, so let's say happy birthday to him. Happy birthday! And the lady on the front row, I'll introduce in just a minute. A little bit about what DARE stands for and what it's about, for those of you who don't know. DARE stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. It started in 1983 in California by then Police Chief Daryl Gates. We began teaching it at Murfreesboro in 1992. We teach it in all 12 city schools and the 2 private schools, MTCS and St. Rose. It's currently taught in approximately 80% of school districts in 54 countries around the world. It's a cooperative effort between law enforcement and the teachers, because I couldn't do what I do without these ladies letting me in their classroom, so I appreciate what they do. I know they've got a lot to do, so thank you very much. DARE is a life skills class. At no point do we bring drugs in the classroom. It's not a drug recognition class. We just teach them ways to say no to drugs and how to live prosperous lives. So I believe somebody else has some words they want to say now. So Ms. Hopkins, let's give her a hand.
Thank you, Officer Drum. Welcome to our parents that we have here, our officers. Thank you for coming to Discovery School. We're happy you're here today. Any community members that we have, welcome to you all. Miss Maddox apologizes. She can't be here today, so I'm filling in for her. We are so excited that you're here today to share this accomplishment that these 5th graders have done. They have been working with Officer Dry this semester to learn important life skills that will carry them through the rest of their lives. These kids, you have amazing potential. You can do or be anything that you want. And basically these skills are going to help you throughout the rest of your life, making sure that you stay drug-free and making sure that you know how to handle the peer pressure that you're going to come up against. This is a funny fact. Are y'all ready? I don't think I've shared this with y'all. I graduated from DARE too when I was in 5th grade. I did! And I still remember my officer, and it wasn't here in Rutherford County, it was in Murray County, but Officer Terry Perry, and he made a huge impact on us. And our whole 5th grade class, I'm serious, we called him Officer TP, we remembered him forever. I know, that's what we called him, he didn't mind. And he stayed with us through middle school and high school and checking on us, and those skills we kept with us forever. So I know, just like you, I was sitting right there, had on the same t-shirt, and I know you're going to carry these skills with you forever. So here's what I challenge you to do. Here at Discovery School, we always say that we are what 3 things? Respectful, responsible, and remarkable. And so I challenge you to be remarkable every day using these skills that you've learned through the DARE program and with Officer Dry, and I dare you to be remarkable every single day. Officer Dry.
We got to call him out, okay? There's one of my bosses, Lieutenant Gary Carter. Let's give him a hand. Okay. Before we get to the certificates, a little bit about what the kids had to do. To graduate, they had to write an essay. Now, SSEO say that's one of the hardest parts of our job is grading these DARE essays because some of them are so good, and I got to pick a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place winner. Now, this is also one of the things that we joke that some of the kids want to win 2nd place because the winner gets to come here and share their essay with everybody else today. So there'll be a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place for that. And we also have the DARE boy and DARE girl. Now what that is, each kid gets a ballot and they're told to vote for one boy and one girl that best represents what DARE stands for. The kids that are already showing themselves to be leaders and making good choices. So if you win that today, boys and girls, be very proud because that's saying a lot, okay? So Let's go ahead and get started with our certificates. Miss Carnes' class.
Okay, first is Harrison Allen. Oh, we forgot to hold the applause, right? Go for it.
I forgot. If you would please hold your applause until the end so all the kids can hear their names being read. Thank you.
Jana Baul. Jackson Bobier. Jesse Burden. Presley Carpenter. Callie Rose Collins. Benjamin Elfrasy. Ethan Friday. Henry Handy. Kamira King. Jenny Knox. Bryson Lewis. Lucy Morrell. Ava Norwood. Brooklyn Parker. Corbin Peterson. Isaiah Phillips. Rhett Shaw. Megan Snowder. And Lila Wiley.
Hang on a second. A little gift for you, man. Thank you very much. All right. All right. Dare boy for Miss Carnes' class, Ethan Friday. Dare girl, Jessie Burden. Third place essay, Harrison Allen. Second place, Jessie Burden. And first place, Presley Carpenter. I typed it out for you, so it's ready to go. You want to hold the microphone?
Sure. Okay, so this is mine. You should never do drugs or abuse things or people. Instead, you should resist doing these things and learn about why you shouldn't do them. That is exactly what DARE is about. DARE stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. In DARE, you can learn things like how to make safe and responsible choices, how to handle stress, and why you shouldn't drink alcohol or do drugs. First, I learned about how to make safe and responsible choices. Officer Dry taught us that when you come upon a hard choice, you should think about the DARE decision-making model. First, you figure out the problem. Then you look at your choices. Next, you make a decision. And after that, you ask if you made a good decision. This helps you make safe and responsible choices. Next, I learned about how to handle stress. First, Officer Jai taught us about ways that people express stress. Then he told us about ways to stop stress. Some ways to stop stress are to meditate, relax, talk, read, and many more. Officer Jai also taught us why we should not do drugs or drink alcohol. One thing he taught us is one reason we should not smoke is that there are at least 200 known harmful chemicals in cigarettes. Also, if you drink alcohol and then drive, you could hurt yourself and many other people. To conclude, DARE can teach you some very important things. It certainly taught me some important things. I will use these things by not doing drugs, making responsible choices, and doing everything else I was taught to do. I am very glad Officer Jai taught us these lessons.
Congratulations. That's it. Good job. Don't fall. All right, Miss Hecker's class.
All right. I'm going to save his for the end. Okay. All right. First, I have Zoe Chavaria. Celeste Derringer. Sammy Dowling. Evan Dye. Amanda Fernandez. Addison Fuss. Fuse. Libby Hines, she's not here. Okay. Tristan Jacobs. Savannah Larson. Tessa Long. Okay. Parker is not here. Gabby Miller. Griffin, he's not here. Collier Pulowski. Quinn Shibiyama. Everett Smith. Royal Speed. Lila Beth Strickland. Connor Thibodeau. And Kennedy Tillage. Last but not least, Roland Bradford.
Our dare boy for Miss Heckert's class, Collier Pulowski. Dare girl, Lila Beth Strickland. Third place essay winner, Evan Dye. Second place, Celeste Derringer. And first place, Tessa Long.
This is my DARE essay. Why is DARE so important? Is there a specific reason we need to participate in it? DARE, or Drug Abuse Resistance Education, teaches students about situations that can harm them physically or mentally. It is very important to me, and I enjoyed participating in the discussions that came up. One thing that has really helped me is the DARE decision-making model. I have used it in several situations, and it has taught me to improve my actions toward others. Officer Dry taught us how to use it in various situations, ranging from small things like deciding whether to do your homework to big subjects such as bullying. I understand what it is like to be bullied, and I will try to help prevent it in any way I can. One topic that is very important to me is smoking, which I categorize with drugs. Smoking is very common, but it isn't good for your body. It can cause lung cancer and can hurt others as well. Smoking can cause smoke to drift through the air, and other people, even if they don't smoke, can inhale it. This scares me because if people breathe in enough smoke, they can develop lung cancer as well. I believe that DARE has helped me to respond to different situations such as bullying, stress, peer pressure, communication, and risk-taking in a way that will benefit both me and the other people involved. I have been pressured before, and now I can make the responsible choice. I have also experienced stress, which has caused me to react in a negative way. DARE class has helped me to become more responsible. It has also helped me to be kinder to my classmates. To conclude, DARE has taught me to stop and think so that I can make the right decision. I have learned a lot, and I hope to put this knowledge to use for future reference. I think that DARE is a very important subject. It has made an impact on me.
And now Miss Young's class.
Okay. Ooh, special. Well, parents, thank you for coming. I know a lot of you all came out of your work and everything, and we appreciate you all. It's a joint partnership. We do appreciate you being here. Okay, first is Christian Alanis, but he is not here. Henry Ambrose. Olivia Castor. Ian Chapeau. Charlotte Cushingham. Samuel Gravely. Ambria Green. Scout Harding. Ella Kate Harris. Hannah Hughes. Lyric Lillard. Brandon Mabry. Cannon Murphy. Madison Fongsavan. Jonathan Robbins. Ada Vance. Kingston Bonsavath. And Kylan Yarbrough, but he is not here today. And last but not least, Megan Zhao.
Miss Young.
Young, don't run off. Dare boy from Miss Young's class, Brandon Mabry. Dare girl, Megan Zhao. Third place essay winner, we'll give her time to sit down and say Megan Zhao. Second place, Henry Ambrose. And our first place essay winner from Miss Young's class, Hannah Hughes. Come on, you can do this.
Okay. Do you ever wonder what DARE stands for? It stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. Today I'm going to talk about some of the things I learned in DARE. It will include things such as peer pressure, bullying, how to handle stress, and anonymous reporting. These things are connected in ways you might not think of. For instance, peer pressure can involve when your peers put you under pressure for something you don't want to do or they have a bad influence on you. For example, if somebody tells you you should go jump off a cliff just because that you're no good or that everybody else is doing it or even that no one liked you, you still don't do it. This hooks up with both how to handle stress and bullying. Next, I will talk about the interesting and helpful ways to relieve stress. There are many ways you can reduce stress, such as sleeping, using the breathing method, snuggling with pets, listening to music, doing yoga, hobbies, and many others. As you can see, there are lots of ways to handle, there's lots of stress relievers to choose from. But what is stress? Stress can be anything from peer pressure to working too hard. Stress can be something you don't even think about, but it's there. Well, what is bullying? Bullying can come in different forms, such as physical bullying, cyberbullying, social bullying, and verbal bullying. In any of these situations, don't ever be the person who watches the bullying happen. When you do this, you are called a bystander. Bystanders watch the bullying and don't do anything because they are scared they might get bullied. This is when anonymous reporting is important, so you, the victim, and everyone else won't be bullied. So we know that it is important to use anonymous reporting, but do we write the report? But do we know how to report the bullying in this way? First, we need to write all of the information down on a slip of paper without putting your name on it. Then get it to an adult who we know will stop the bullying. Then when writing this, you should use the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. This will give the adult enough information to stop the bullying. Clearly, DARE has taught me and my classmates so much. I really love how it taught us how to stay safe and say no to drugs. Officer Dry was our officer who taught DARE, and I think he did a really great job. DARE was an amazing experience, and I believe everyone should try it.
Got a few more awards we're going to present. Ms. Hopkins, can you come back up, please? Unfortunately, Ms. Maddox couldn't be here today. She's sick, so some of the things are for her, and this is for Ms. Hopkins for speaking to us today. It's for you guys. Thank you very much. All right, thank you. All right, that pretty much concludes our program. Before you go, parents, if you would turn to the back of your program for me real quick, I would like to point out a few of our sponsors. We have some anonymous sponsors that donate money throughout the year. We also have Skate Center West, who donates a skate night every year. It's free for the kids. That's going to be next Monday, December 18th from 5 to 7:30. Parents, be sure you're there at 7:30. Pick up your kids, please. We don't want to babysit them all night long. You're welcome to attend too. It costs a little bit for siblings and parents to skate. It's free to hang out if y'all want to just stay and watch your kids skate for a while. That's perfectly fine. If you want to skate, like I said, make sure your insurance is up to date and don't want to break any legs or anything. And then, of course, Channel 3, Murfreesboro Channel 3 right here. I'll say hi to Mr. John. Hi, the teachers have been given a copy of the rebroadcast schedule. This will be put on Channel 3 News and on the internet, so y'all look for that. You can see yourselves graduate from Dare. Ms. Hopkins, you want to announce the dismissal? Okay. Parents, thank y'all for coming today. Have a good day.